right, coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown. Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at a plus level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. A near-perfect combination of boxing ability and technique. Few guys have been able to hold up when it comes to this guy's boxing acumen, and he'll be trying to put on a striking clinic once again here tonight.
And what really has helped him is his ability to defend takedowns. It discourages his opponents from shooting on him.
Right.
So then they are forced to stand in the boxing range. No one manages distance better. No one understands getting in range and then out of range better than this guy. And the moment you're stuck there, you are a lame duck. He is going to find you. He's a sniper. The jab always lifts the chin. The right hand follows. And if you are able to withstand that, you got to watch for everything coming after it. And I love watching him land that beautiful left body shot as he ends a lot of his combinations.
Yeah, and we talk so much about his offense, but his defense as a boxer, right? The head's never on the center line. It's almost like his head's detached from his body. Truly a sight to behold. We'll see if he can put forth another shining performance here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Ben Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 33 wins, 17 losses, 1 draw, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Temecula, California, Smiling Sam Alvey. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 242 pounds. Fighting out of New York, Iron.
All right, commit to the rules of the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
They touch him up, and we are underway. All right, so here we go with the start of round 1. I can tell how excited you are for this matchup. Seems to be a striking advantage on one side, but maybe.
It's a big-time fight. It feels like a big moment for both of these guys' careers. Who is going to be able to implement their game plan the best in this matchup between these two big-time athletes? Nice.
Oh, blocks that kick to the body. Nicely done. Splits the guard, lands the right hand. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman. Standing uppercut.
Come on, buddy. Keep your hands up. Let's go.
Oh, and he connects there. Pretty nice punch there.
Great job finding the range to land those punches.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
It's such a fast leg kick. Lands a switch knee.
All right, throws a straight punch and lands, so that is increasingly becoming an effective weapon for him tonight.
This is one of his best strikes, and he's throwing it over and over again.
Straight right, he misses. Slips the punch nicely there.
Look at how he drives his knee right into his opponent's midsection.
Oh, and he caught the kick.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
All right, single collar tie now. All right, so no surprise. Once again, we find ourselves here in this clinch situation. We'll see who can advance.
Who's going to be the person to dictate the pressure? Who's going to control the engagement from this 50-50 position?
Pretty good right hand. And he landed the right hand there. Oh, a little single collar tie there.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if he can follow it up.
He's landed that punch over and over again. What's he going to do to follow up? Right hand punch from the clinch.
Oh, single collar tie here. Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Just misses with the jab.
He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows. I mean, this guy is really focused on those punches to the head inside of the clinch.
Oh, man, his leg kicks are outstanding, and you saw a great example of that just there.
And you see it.
That's a perfect scramble right there. Beautiful transition.
That was it, man. Nice strike.
Just missed with the straight left hand. Single collar tie now.
Oh, nice.
Alvey's elbow attempt here. That one blocked by the defense. And they separate. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
Look at him whip his hips into that kick.
Oh, big left hand there. And they separate.
Right under the elbow, the body keeps laying.
Oh, collar tie.
Oh, big punch land.
Now he's got the Muay Thai plug.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks. Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick. Big punch from the clinch.
15 seconds. And he lands a punch there. Pretty good connection by him.
Great connection. He's in a great flow right now.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Horn sounds for the end of round one. Well, he certainly added to his highlight reel in that previous round, DC. A lot of effective kicks there to the body.
And he did a great job of setting up those kicks. He's not throwing blind body kicks. He's not just throwing the kick. He's throwing it behind jabs. He's throwing it behind punches, making his opponent think high, and then blasting that kick right into his opponent's body.
All right, DC, second round is getting underway. Round one, not the round of the year necessarily, but some good in there.
And it's not always gonna be. When you have two very talented fighters, sometimes it's very even. That's what we saw in round number one.
Got the single collar tie. Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming. Nice straight punch.
And that one certainly found the target. Alvey's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. And both guys really throwing with authority. Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect. Nice job defensively there as he keeps his hands up, not just protecting his face, but also what is a pretty significant cut.
You cannot allow that to get hit anymore, because the more it starts to split, then the blood starts to go into the eye. It not only is damaging in terms of the physical appearance of the cut, but the blood going into the eye almost completely shuts down that side of your face.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Trying to hammer that lead leg. Nice punch there by smiling Sam Alvey. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Throws the right hand there. All right, well, he's landed some good shots tonight, but there's no three-piece, there's no soda. More often than not, it's one and done.
He's not even getting a combination. I mean, if you're gonna sit there at the drive-thru, order a combination, take the soda with your food, give him the right hand behind the jab, give him the hook behind the right hand, jab, right hand, hook, that's 2 pieces of chicken and a biscuit, finish him off with the uppercut, that is your soda. I mean, come on, man, let this guy have the whole thing.
All right, single collar tie now. Muay Thai flump.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
And they separate. Lands flush with that right hand. And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt. Great punch lands with so much power.
Got clipped with the right hand. Well, he's always on the counterattack, but a nice leg kick there by Alvey. Oh, a little single collar tie there.
Can't take many of those, you better check.
Right hand on point.
Look at those weapons. Look at how he uses his knees to the body.
Switching stances here.
Good stick.
Oh, single collar tie here. Blocks the shot.
Left hand punch in the clinch.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully. When you're in the clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head.
Oh, nice slip there. It sounds simple, right? Hit and don't get hit, but this guy's defense has been sharp tonight.
Cat and mouse. You got to play cat and mouse. Hit, don't get hit. He does a great job of that. Beautiful strike. Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
Alvey gets caught by that straight punch. That'll get his attention. Single collar tie now.
Look at that switch knee. Beautiful switch knee.
And the takedown attempt, but he does not land it. Final seconds. Glancing right hand lands upstairs. And that's the end of round number 2.
All right, take a seat. That was a good round, but I need you to be a little bit more accurate this time. I need you to land
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
All right, here we go with the start of another round. Pretty good previous 2 rounds, I thought.
Yeah, it's been a very competitive fight to this point. Both guys have had their moments, especially in these last 2 rounds. You expect somebody to get ahead, but they've both been so evenly matched. We're still right where we started.
Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Oh, collar tie. All right, so again, the fighters clinch here. Kind of had an inkling we'd find ourselves back in this situation.
Absolutely. Both of these fighters love fighting chest to chest. The uglier the fight, the better.
Oh, and he lands another punch there, and you can tell at this point he is going right at that cut on his opponent.
Right at the cut on the eye, just making sure he knows that I'm going to be targeting it. Keep your hands up, and when the hands go up, he will then change the target down low, trying to find finishing.
Alvey's punch to the body, that one is blocked. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie.
Nice punch there. Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
Again, they will clinch.
He changes the angle, finds the right spot to land that punch to the head from the clinch.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Got the single collar tie. Well, missed on that one. Oh, and he tags him with the straight, beautifully placed there by Alvey. Immediately gets the underhook. Alvey gets the tie clinch here. Blocks the shot. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Lands with the kick there, no pad on that foot.
No shin guards, he's taking all of that kick every time he throws it.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Alvey's lower jaw very swollen now. Time to bite down on the mouthpiece and move forward. Oh!
Dude's hurt. Curve him up. Go get him.
Trying to stay in this fight. Oh, straight right. Unable to connect there. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Wow!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
All right, so the battle for over and under hooks continues. Over-under here on both sides.
50-50 position. Who's going to win? Who's got the will? Who's got the determination to go score from this very, very even situation? Right hand punches the clinch. Oh, nice.
Well, he has stayed busy and he has stayed accurate. Nice combination there.
Very accurate, a lot of activity in the hands. What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight.
Alvey goes for the clinch here. Looks like he's trying to recover. He was stunned a little bit earlier. Let's see if he can get a respite here.
I mean, he's cutting him down the sides with these beautiful leg kicks.
Straight right hand counter, useful. Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds. All right, single collar tie now.
Big kick lands. Again, back into this position.
Oh, looks like he's trying to set up the takedown. There's the attempt. Oh, vicious kick to the outside of that lead leg. You got to start checking these, man.
Check these kicks, or you're going to be limping around the octagon very shortly.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson 1 in boxing class, hands up, chin down. Over and over, he's landed these big body kicks.
Alvey going for the leg kick. Nothing doing there. Nice knee to the body there. All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
You really rocked him that round. He does not want to be in this fight anymore. I need you to go out there and finish it. He doesn't want to be.
All right, here we go with our next round, and really shades of the Diaz brothers in that previous round. A lot of volume, a lot of accuracy, just a lot of efficiency on the field.
Very, very efficient. Good round in the sense that he did not throw everything with absolute power, but he was touching the entire time. Then every now and again, he would set down on a strike that was really damaging his opponent. Straight punch lands.
Oh, a little single collar tie there. Oh!
He needs to start.
Nice move in the half guard. Shades of Daniel Cormier slicing through that guard.
Unbelievable. I love it. Like a knife through butter. What a great job passing.
Well, there are a few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Able to land the single ground strike there. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that?
Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. He's gonna attack armbar here. You gotta recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you gotta move him off, and you gotta cover. You can't be off to his ankle.
This might just be a matter of time. From there as he gets it done by submission.
The moment he got the arm straight, he got the pressure with his hips to force his opponent to tap, and he wins the fight. Wow!
Yeah, that is some high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu right there. Just the way he transitioned to secure the arm up against his body and ultimately force the tap. High-level stuff out of that young man here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 55 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by tap out.
All right, so there he is, all smiles and rightfully so after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before the fight that he was going to submit him, and that's exactly what happened, man.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. And his opponent is known to lay in the guard. He made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.